Let's get to the money.
Let's get to the
Money.
Let's get to the
Money. Let's get to the motherfucking money.
Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in the air screaming fuck the bookies. Woke up in the morning, grab my little black book. Yesterday can eat a dick, cause we lost by the hook. Can't win them all, so you never see me get shook. Today's a new day, the bookmaker's getting cooked. When I spot a dirty K, the 4 units getting played. Always find the value, I would never be afraid. Scary money don't win, but I'm not going all in unless I see a bet I love, then I put my balls on a bookie's chin. Let it all soak in, doubling my bread, winning money with my friends. If you got the itch and you wanna go big, follow Sharpie bets and you gon' really fucking win. This is not financial advice, it's entertainment. But if I find the right price, believe I'm parlaying it. You can see my spreadsheet, I'm winning, not just saying it. Profit in the green every week, I'm never negative. I can bet an ace or a shitty old picture. Pick the right spots cause I'm the K-pop whisperer. Shut up when I speak until you finally get the picture. I'm the best in the world, tell me you getting richer. Fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, 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 fuck the bookies. FTV screaming fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies, fuck the bookies. Middle finger in the air screaming fuck the bookies.
Let's get to the motherfucking money.
And here we go.
Welcome to the Balking Dead, fellas, where you know there is no sleep for the wicked. And it's Thursday, moving day, guys. Only 2 games to talk about, but we do got a K-prop we are involved with, and we happen to got a guy that I talk baseball with on the daily joining us. Nolan knows. How you doing, my guy?
Doing real well, man. Excited to be here with you. See if we could talk a little bit of props, but yeah, excited to be here. Hang out with you in the chat. Yeah, let's talk some baseball, man. That's about
You
it.
ain't got to talk props here, bro. I mean, if you would like to, cool. But we just want your opinion on the games, man. And it happens to be 2 decent ones. So let's talk them. On this show, guys, we use FanDuel lines. Then we compare them to PrizePicks unless stated otherwise. We are now 7 to 8 games deep into the season. So we will not bring up last year's numbers unless there is a drastic difference from where they're at now. First game on the board today, guys, we've got your Yankees at the Blue Jays. Number 56 in the black book is Nestor Cortez. This year, he's got a 23.2 K percentage and a 7.2 walk percentage, where his morning line was at a 5 plus minus 106, 4.5 on PrizePicks, with his pitching outs under over at 16.5. Your projected lineup for your Blue Jays today are 6 lefties and 3 righties. This year, his K per 9 at home, it's a 7.9. Where on the road, it's at a 10.8. Only 15 innings of work compared to 27 at home. So not really too much to put involved to that split. Where lefties this year, he's striking out at a measly 7.4 K per 9 and about a strikeout per inning from the right-handed side. People keep saying something's wrong with Nestor, guys, and yeah, if you look at the ERA, it's definitely high. But as the guy once said to me, guys, a 4.5 ERA is still a good ERA. That's a quality start every game, and he's only had 2 of them this year. But it's not his velocity that's been down, guys. It's his control. And that's something he should be able to fix. He's always had an elite walk percentage, and this year it's still better than league average. But with him being a guy, guys, who doesn't have that blow it by you type stuff, he needs that elite control, not just league average. So now he gets these Blue Jays, where in the past he's pitched well against. 2 games last year, first start of the year, so no numbers to look at. Cortez went 4.1 innings and had himself 5 strikeouts. Then in the second game, which was 4 weeks later, the Jays said they weren't hitting that good, and he should have went out and hit his strikeouts, and he went 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs with only 3 strikeouts. So now their numbers are elite. Top 4 in walk percentage, the best team in not striking out, and they're crushing the dog shit out of the baseball versus the left-handed side. Now, the only issue here, guys, is the way I track lefties is 200 plate appearances, and I won't ever go over a month. And so we had to go back for a month here, and we only get 105 plate appearances in that month timing, guys. And who have they seen in that month? They got Shane McClanahan in that time, guys. So they have gotten a lot of those numbers off of mediocre to bottom end pitching, guys. So the lean right here is over on Cortez for his K prop. I do not have a bet on him, but I do got a bet going today. So Noli, what's your opinion on this game before I talk about Jose?
All right, yeah, Yankees, Blue Jays, a big game in the sense Blue Jays are up and coming, right, trying to make a mark in this division. Nestor Cortez, you talk about his inconsistencies, and a big part of it has been the third time through the order, completely getting lit up. He's given a 455 batting average and over 1,000 slugging, 1121 slugging. A big part of what is it his stamina or his just, excuse me, is it because of this pitch clock that he's moving quickly, having to move quick every pitch? There's some that their pitching coach is talking about. Maybe that's what's causing a little bit of this stamina problem. But he talks about it. Nestor's talks about, I've got to work on it. He's saying that he's been fighting the delivery, which has been leading to inaccuracies. So he said he's working on it. And this is quotes from right after the last game with Tampa, gave up the grand slam in that game. And so I think he makes the adjustments. We talked about his pitch well overall against Toronto. He's 0-1 in 4 starts, but 2.21 ERA, 1.03 whip, undergoing 3-1 in his starts. I'm expecting him to actually bounce back. You look at him after having a rough start, he typically does bounce back. This is a guy that does care about his craft and a guy that the Yankees are relying on heavily. So that all that is being stressed on him, and I think he's going to be working hard to be able to bounce back decently here. The other side, I think, is the bigger question mark with Jose Berrios out of Bayamon, Puerto Rican, which is crazy. We got a Mexican and a Puerto Rican today, which Sharpie set that up nice. But he's 3-4 overall with a 4.92 ERA against these Yankees. And a big part of Berrios is who is he, right? Who do we have here today? And I'm looking at his numbers and what I'm seeing, how he's looking to pitch and his tendencies. He's not the same Berrios, regardless of what you look at. He's not going to put what we saw last year, but he's also not what we saw years previous. One thing that stands out big time is the ground ball rate, highest by far in ever in his career, 51.1% ground ball rate this season. So obviously he's trying to look to pitch to contact, using the sinker on the opposite side of the plate, which he's accustomed to, first time in his career, looking more to the glove side this time. So I think that's a big part of his game. And yeah, you're not going to get your strikeouts. I'm sorry, Sharpie. You're not going to get them, but he's going to look to get out. And honestly, I'm looking for him to come in here and pitch decently enough. I'm looking at this total, right away. Of course, right? Look at me looking at totals, right? When we see that 9, and I'm like, man, I think they've over-adjusted for these two guys. Yeah, they've gotten hit, but they can pitch, especially you see what Nestor did, putting together a 2.2 ERA, what he did last year. So this is a guy that definitely can pitch well. And you look what these bullpens have done, 3.06 ERA for the Yankees overall on the season. On the road, even better, 2.84 ERA. And for the Blue Jays, 3.81 at home, 2.12 ERA for these Blue Jays out the pen. So if you give me a 9, I've got a bite. I've got a full game under 9 bet here in this game.
Ooh, bro. Okay, what's funny is, Sharpie, you're not gonna get your strikeouts. You're gonna laugh when I do my breakdown because we didn't even talk this shit, bro. I want his outs if anything, bro. And it's so fucking funny that you're like, I was like, yeah, well, I don't want him either. 84 guys in the black book. Jose Berrios versus the Yankees. 2023, he's got a 22.8 K percentage with an elite 5.2 walk percentage. Morning line was a 6+ at +102. 5.5 on PrizePicks, where his hits allowed under over were at a 5.5. Projected lineup for your Yankees: 6 righties, 3 lefties. K per 9 this year, 9.2 K per 9 at home with an 8.3 on the road. 17 innings only at home compared to 27 on the road. Lefties, he's got a 7.7 K per 9, while righties, he's got a 9.5. That pretty much has been his last few years going back, guys. He's always struck out righties better than he has the left-handed side. Thanks to this man, guys, next to me, we've been able to find our spots and start to ride Berrios again. And yeah, I may have called this guy's family really bad names and taken pictures of this man sitting in a trash can at times. But I apologized a few weeks back, guys. And you gotta, sometimes you gotta let go and acknowledge when a guy's figured it out. And Noli brought it up when it first happened to me a while back when Pedro Martinez had this sit-down talk, and we've talked about it on this show, guys, afterwards since then. And since then, this guy is looking like the ace everyone has thought he was going to be. In his last 5 starts since the talk, he's allowed more than 2 earned runs just one time, guys, going over 6 innings 3 times. That correlates right there with what just man said. He's not looking to strike nobody out right now, dude. He's looking to go deep, and aces go deep. They don't just strike you out, bro. They go deep, and if the strikeouts are there, cool, so be it. But their game plan is to go 7+ and hand it off and get the win. That's what a good pitcher does. And Jose Berrios is good right now. He is bet on right now. And when we go look at these Yankees numbers, and the way I like to play Jose Berrios strikeout props, and it's been pretty simple throughout, even going back to last year when he wasn't the same guy, it's been the K percentage with him, guys. If you got a 24% K percentage or worse, he fucking murks you, like he did the White Sox this year, like he did the other team. The only 2 teams he's had high K percentages, strikeouts in, were versus teams who struck out. Jose Berrios is going to strike you out. Well, if you look at the numbers, guys, the Yankees say they are freaking elite. Elite, guys, at the end of the day. But I'd like to say, like my guy next to me likes to say, numbers are like lawyers, guys. They don't necessarily tell you the truth. They don't necessarily lie to you. They just don't tell you the whole truth. So let's look at it, guys. Who have they played in the last 15 days with these immaculate numbers next to their name? They're crushing the ball. They're not striking out. They're walking. Why would you run a strikeout prop? Well, I'd like to call their numbers some bit fraudulent, guys. Over the last 15 days, Shane Bieber went 8 innings with only 4 strikeouts. Eflin went 6 with 9 strikeouts. Bassett went 7 for 7. And those were all the pitchers in my book, guys, that I track. So, yeah, their right-handed numbers are fraudulent. They've picked on some mediocre to bottom end fucking pitching. Cool. Jose Berrios is not mediocre to bottom end. And, if I was to bet Berrios today, it'd be on the plus money over 18.5 outs, guys. And that's funny that, Noli took his shot about, he's not going to get his strikeouts. Well, I was like, you don't even know my write-up for this guy today. So, yeah, guys, I really think Berrios shoves today. And like he said, I do think Cortez shows up for this game. So the under is definitely, I love that look. Love it. Love it. Now we get to talk the best game of the night, guys. Sorry if you're an East Coaster. Sorry. We a West Coaster out here.
It's time for Dodger Baseball.
Yeah, best baseball in the world, guys. And before I get in and start chopping it up and giving you all these numbers, because I'm only going to break down Julio Urias, and then I got a little bit talked about, but the 3 guys in the book that I was willing to at least bet on, or at least that are in my book, are Julio, Nestor, and Berrios. I've got bets on Julio, and I've got bets on my Dodgers. So I'm going to let Noli break it down before I poison you. And he may be totally opposite of me on this because we didn't talk this game.
Yeah, Dodgers, Cardinals. Talk about Cardinals real quick. People, the emphasis a lot have been how well they hit the lefties. And there are a couple guys in their lineup that absolutely crushed the lefties historically. I'm not gonna lie, but you look at what they've done against some of these lefties, specifically here in the month of May, 6 games against the lefties. Well, I mean, I guess we could throw out one against Miley. Miley only going 1 1/3, and they got yanked, gave up 1 run. But you look, Chris Sale goes 8 innings, gives up 1 run. Paxton goes 5 innings, gives up 2 runs. Steele goes 6 innings, 3 runs. Boyd goes 6 innings, 3 runs. Sandoval goes 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run. So almost every game is a quality start or better. The only ones that aren't are the games that just fall short because of innings. But all these lefties have had success in the month of May here against the Cardinals. So I don't see why Urias shouldn't have another good start here going against the Cardinals. First start ever in his career against the Cardinals, which was shocking to me. But he has faced some of these guys. Maybe a guy you want to be concerned with, Arenado. Arenado is 6 of 13 against Urias, 3 doubles, 1 triple, and he's coming in hot on a 8-game hitting streak. He's got 13 hits in that span, 1 triple, 5 home runs. 5-home run streak, 5 straight games with a home run, ended yesterday. So a guy maybe gets going again against Urias, but I think he has a good start, albeit hasn't looked as good on the road. 6.1 ERA, only 4 starts, but a 310 batting average against for Urias on the road. So, but one of them was a back-to-back against the Chicago Cubs. So I kind of scratched that out. The other one against the Pirates in the day game, which he hates. So another reason, which I just expect him to have a solid start here against the Cardinals. I think the biggest question mark is Wainwright. Can he make it through the second or third time through the order? That's the biggest question mark. First time through the order, he's holding batters to 2 of 17, 0 extra base hits, 7 strikeouts. Second time through the order, not so pretty. 529 batting average, 9 for 17, 3 doubles, 2 home runs, 0 strikeouts. Same thing third time through the order. They're batting 500, another 0 Ks. So Wainwright, only 2 starts, but he's also showing he can't make it through the order more than once. So I believe that's going to be a problem, albeit he's pitched overall decent against the Dodgers in his career, 3.04 ERA. I think the Dodgers are hitting pretty well, and I think he continues to struggle here. Be it that both bullpens pitching pretty well at this moment here in the month of May, 2 weeks in. I want to focus on the Dodgers' first 5. I haven't pulled the trigger, but I like Urias over Wainwright big time. So first 5 -0.5, I think is the way to go.
Ooh, I like me some Julio today, guys. Let's talk some 53 in the black book at the St. Louis Cardinals. And I didn't know it's his first time there. And damn, I love that right there. And like you said, I think even though I'm on the Dodgers money line and how I'll talk, I'm on the freaking Julio K prop. Arenado is on another level right now. And I think he's definitely worth a look over that 1.5 bases tonight, guys. Yeah, he is hot. And like he said, the numbers next to him, the guy was a Rocky for how long? So he didn't just hit like that in Colorado. He hit like that in Dodger Stadium off of him. So Arenado's worth a fucking look, sad to say. But you know what else is worth a look is this 6+, depending on what book you got. You can get plus 125 to plus 139 was the opening line. Now it's still around that plus money, plus 115-ish for his strikeout prop at 6. PrizePicks has him at a 5. Hits allowed under over are at 5, where the projected lineup for the Cardinals tonight are 6 righties and 3 lefties. K per 9 this year, home 9.1, road 8.7. Lefties, righties, pretty much the same, a K per inning type of guy. Man, do we get some good plus money on Julio today in a spot where I wanted him and knew I would get plus money on the 5.5. And depending on the book, it was plus 125 to plus 139. And there was a minus 160 out there at 4.5. And I was like, if it comes down to minus 150, I'll freaking double up and get in this spot. But it's definitely went the other way since Team Sharpie said, go gadget K prop. But shout out to the homie Bro Chacho on Twitter. He sent me a glitch in the offshores, guys, that had Julio at 4 or more at plus 125. So I put as much possible on that. And I still have money on the 5.5 as well, guys. I am here to clean house tonight, and I know it won't stay 100%. But I am 6-0 this year when betting on or against my team sides or totals. And I'm on the Dodgers money line in this spot. Let's talk the Cardinals numbers versus left-handed pitching over the last 200 plate appearances, where they're not walking one bit, guys. 5.9%. They're striking out at a 25% clip, and they're not hitting the ball. Definitely not the team we're used to being accustomed as the lefty slayers of the world. Now, the only game this year Julio has seen a team with a K percentage of 24 or worse is the San Francisco Giants, where he had 8 strikeouts. And the 3 games where teams were walking 1% or lower than league average, he had 6, 6, and 10 strikeouts. So 4-0 to the over this year alone when seeing a team with either a bad walk percentage or a high K percentage. And today we get both, as in both assists. Both of this. So, yeah, guys, I'm on Julio strikeouts props right here. Over 5.5. It's some nice plus money, guys. And if we take it back to last year versus non-divisional opponents with a 24K percentage or worse, he is 5-1 to the over 5.5. Oh, let's go. Well, let's add in the freaking divisional opponents to that. He is 7-2 to the over 5.5 when facing a team with a K percentage of 24 or worse since the beginning of last season, guys. This right here, low walk rate, high K rate, and they're not hitting, guys. This is a day for Julio to get back on track and remind the world that he is one of the most dominant pitchers and has been the most dominant pitcher in the National League over the last few seasons. Then the other side of this matchup is the only guy not in my book, guys, on this small slate. And we're talking Adam Wainwright on the Waino retirement tour 2023, when it really should have been last year when Yachty stepped away. Like, let's be real. He should have walked away with him. He only had 2 games last year versus the Dodgers. You know, 1 good game, 1 bad game. So really not much to take right there from it. And he's only had 2 games this year off of coming off the IL. To start the season, and he hasn't looked well, and I'm a box score guy by looking at that. And Noli brought up a thing that like screamed at me, and that's no run first inning. He said he's like he brought up how good he was first time through the lineup. I was like, ooh, maybe I should no run every inning until he's done with the first time through the lineup. Like, I might actually do that in this game.
Yeah, he was scoreless through 3 and scoreless through 4 in another. And then he got lit up.
I think I'm going to ride it till it dies tonight. After you said that, I'm like, bro, that makes sense. I trust Julio in this spot. And, I mean, you can walk Arenado, bro. That's fine. Don't let him hurt you. But, yeah, guys, on the other side of this, the Dodgers are crushing the ball, guys. We are one of the hottest teams in baseball right now. 8-2 wins in our last 10 games. And we usually, guys, get to people like Wainwright. If you're not going to stay in the zone, if you're going to make us fish, you're going to then load bases, because we are one of the most patient teams in baseball, and we will take our walks. And if you're going to walk our team, you are setting yourself up for a crooked number at any given time, a.k.a. Sonny Gray, guys. The guy's been great all year long. You ran into a team that's patient and won't fish, bro, and you put yourself into trouble. So the Dodgers, guys, since getting Freddie Freeman, have adopted the Freddie Freeman approach. If you've got high freaking velocity, we will have problems versus you. But you throw 92 and under, we will get to it. Like, we want to set up for the cutters and everything else. So what if you got high heat? You've got to give something up in baseball. You can't sit on everything, guys. So by able to sit on the 92s and under, we're able to get to everything but high fastballs and good fastballs, high velocity fastballs. So at the end of the day, I think this sets up good for the Dodgers. Minus 145, 148, depending on where the line was at. It's got steamed up a little bit, but I think this is a great spot for Julio, and this team's been clicking, guys. And me and Noli talked about it at the beginning of the year, and no way in hell did we think our team was going to go to the World Series or anything like that. Let's be real. But at the end of the day, there was no pressure on this team. And a team that's been told you're supposed to go to the World Series every damn year gets told that, oh, you're not even supposed to win your division this year. Like, oh, it's the Padres. Oh, really? How's the Padres doing with pressure on their shoulders right now? Because the Dodgers are just humming. Well, no one talks about them, and they just keep winning, guys. So, at the end of the day, guys, pressure's fucking brutal on people, bro, and the Dodgers have zilch, none. Nobody thought nothing of them this year because, you know, oh, they didn't do nothing in the offseason. Well, they're the best team in the National League right now, guys, so is what it is. Noli, anything else to add on to that game?
No, that's about it, man. I think Wainwright continues to struggle, man. I know he's always been more comfortable in St. Louis overall in his career, but you brought up a great point without having Yadier. You've heard the issues with them moving Contreras out to the field, so they've also had issues calling the games as well. So that's an adjustment that he's still going to have to make. Is he ready to go? I don't know. I think that's a tough ask for him in this game. So that's about it.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate my guy Noli Knows for showing up to talk baseball with me on this small card. Noli, guys, he's been coaching Little League for a long time now. He's the head coach of his all-star team. Is going to start a GoFundMe soon, and I will drop the link in the chat when they make the link this weekend. So if you've coached Little League, guys, before, you come out your pocket on everything, baseballs to whatever, and I've actually known this man to cover kids to play the whole season. So if you've got extra funds and it's for the kids, guys, we will drop the link, guys. So appreciate you guys. And until that link comes, if you want, guys, whether it be 5, 10, or whatever you can afford, hit this man up on Twitter. And I know he charges a hefty penny every month for his card. He will give you the rest of his card for the month, just by whatever tip you want to feel like sending. So hit him up on Twitter. He does a lot for these kids out there in Long Beach, and the Field of Dreams is where they're trying to go. So let's help them get there. So Noli Knows, tell them where they can find you and what you got going on.
Yeah, hit me up on Twitter at Noli Knows on Twitter. Offering the rest of the month really for the kids, and so whatever you're willing to offer. I'm trying to get these kids in as many tournaments as I can. The more money I can get, the more I'm offered. I can pay for the tournaments and not have the parents come out of pocket and maybe not have some kids be able to play. So I'm trying to keep the core together. I'm trying to keep them together and fundraise as much as we can to get these kids playing. That's pretty much it, man. Everything's pretty costly. The little fees and travel expenses. So whatever you guys offer, I offer the rest of the month. So probably 2 weeks of picks. And that's what I can offer to you guys.
Well, I also know they got freaking car washes going on out there, too. So if you in Long Beach, go get your dusty car mopped up. Also, guys, Big Show Picks is going to drop that link in the chat, guys. If you're not supporting my fella yet, I should probably block you all, because he's one of the few guys who supports everybody in this damn chat, everybody in every chat. And he's freaking an awesome guy, bro. And I've been trying to get him in front of the screen for a long time. He knows sports probably just as well as you, or better than most people, guys. He's just afraid to put his face in front of a damn camera. So help this man, give him constructive criticism. If anything that you would add to the podcast, let him know, guys. It's Billy Briz, MMA Locker Room, and Big Show. They have a special guest different times, be it Slaughter, be it Preston, be it whoever, guys. Constructive criticism is a good thing, and help the guy who helps you all, guys. So until next time, I'm Sharpie's Bets, guys, and this show is sponsored by PrizePicks. So if you haven't, go on over to PrizePicks, use promo code PubSports, and get a match deposit up to $100, minimum of $25 on your first deposit. Guy next to me is Noli Knows. He may know something. I'm Sharpie's Bets. I'm not so sharp. And this show is produced by Big Show Picks and on Pub Sports Radio. Some say we be pubbing. I say, Julio!
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Mills here, Pub Sports Radio. Do you guys want to challenge the personalities here at Pub Sports Radio? Do you guys think you're better than them at entering in your MMA predictions and picks? Would you want to get paid for it? $100? Here's how you do it, man. You sign up right here at the link below. It's just this easy. PubSportsRadio.com. Enter your email. Pick your weekly picks. That's it. Oh, and you get bonus points if you can predict how they're going to win in what round. Every single week, a new winner's getting crowned. So every Saturday on Pub Sports Radio. So come on and check us out. You can win $100 just for signing up. Only thing you need to do is see if you can beat us here at Pub Sports Radio by entering your UFC predictions and picks weekly. Do it.